Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are here on another gorgeous evening here. Another Beacon Flag football extravaganza. We got two great teams here. Another great matchup. Rich, what do you think it goes down tonight?
Well, Michael, let me tell you, I have Beacon Bikes all the way because I saw them warming up, and they were doing real football drills tonight. Shane Green and Kyle Perucci have this on lock.
Interesting. I mean, listen, you got to think the veteran presence of Green here, you know what I mean, can take big charge in this game. But then again here, you got Matt Menzuel on the other side. You got a lot of seasoned vets here. I think we got a good matchup tonight, Richie.
I think it will be better than the last night, Michael, I will say.
Well, let's hope so. After a blowout last night, I don't know if our viewers watched it, but it was a bloodbath, Rich.
Yeah, it really was, Michael. It really was. Kyle Perucci has a full-fledged whiteboard, folks. He did not get the small one at the store. He bought, I think, the biggest one you could buy.
Well, Rich, obviously the trending Twitter hashtag was #Perucci coach ? Do we think he can do a good job at the coaching staff?
Well, I will say this, like I said before, Michael, he was running real drills when I got up, when I pulled up today, and in all honesty, that whiteboard is going to work wonders. He's got his whole roster written out, and I believe he was drawing up plays on it,
well,
too,
I
before.
think doing well in the Beacon Flag Football League is preparation. You need to prepare correctly.
I
We looked
agree.
last night, the Castells, not prepared.
No,
right?
not at all. We saw that.
And they did the
firsthand.
bullet. Marcel's much more prepared. And I have a good feeling here that with Shane Michael Green at the quarterback position, there's a good chance his team's prepared and ready to go.
Absolutely, Michael. I agree. And they are driving, as we're bullshitting up here. They are driving.
They are driving here as Shane Green with another completion here. Starting off to a good start. Moving pretty quick here.
A lot of efficiency from the offense coming in here.
Absolutely here. Green in the pocket, looking for someone to pass to. He's going to go short here. Small gain. But the tackle was made. Nice tackle there.
None other than Johnny Lang.
Johnny Lang took a gap year, right?
He took a gap year. He was actually banned from the Beacon Flag Football League, those who didn't know that. But the league let him back.
Okay.
And he came back, not as a quarterback, but as a...
Is that what we're doing? We're letting band people come back?
I believe that's the new trend, yes.
I like the sound of that.
Green here with the snap. Looking for someone to pass to. He's got no one open here. Up the middle. It's going to be a good gain here. Could he find the end zone? And the tackle there.
Might I say, rookie offensive lineman Zeke Bando looks really good in the start against
Bando does look
Lincoln,
good
who
here.
is a
He does.
veteran.
And that's a matchup to watch. It's not one of those matchups that you would normally watch. You're usually thinking like a DB wide receiver matchup. But
For me, that's my matchup of the day.
I agree. I absolutely
point,
agree.
Richard.
That was
Excellent
a
point.
great matchup.
And listen, I don't know if you remember, Rich, but when the draft was being made, they drafted him, and there were a lot of question marks.
A lot of question
marks. They drafted him
Michael.
early. A lot of people were
I think
unexpected.
they took him in the second round.
It was who is this moment?
Right,
But he's proven right now why he got drafted where he got
Absolutely.
drafted.
Is he the only rookie to be taken in the second?
That's a question for Richard.
I don't think so.
Green here, looking for someone to pass to. He's got some traffic, and the sack is made.
Sack.
As I said, Zeke Bando is holding his own. Lincoln Stewart with the sack.
Stewart with the sack there.
That's just going to happen.
And the rumor on the street is, Rich, that the ball hawk of the game, Joseph DeCandia. Do you agree with that?
I mean, there's a lot of questionables about Joe DeCandia tonight.
Listen, Joe is a hit or miss player from
And correct me if I'm
start to
wrong,
finish.
is DeCandia also the quarterback?
He is.
He is.
He is. So he's
So
making
here's
that.
the thing about Romanova, Michael. I'm not sure you knew this is during the draft there was 5 named quarterbacks, which means one team was ending up without one of those 5 named ones. This team is Romanova. They named Joe as their starter, and we're excited for him to take the field.
Another sack here.
Wyrock
They are
with the
putting the
sack.
pressure on Shane Michael Green here. Not what you want to see here this early, Rich. Not a good sign.
Not good. Not a good start.
It looks like the commentary booth's eating their words here with Zeke Bando.
Yeah. Listen, he's a rookie. It's his
He's
first
a rookie.
game.
He's got to get his
He's
feet
gonna get
sturdy a
his-
little bit.
yeah.
And he is going up against arguably
Some of the best.
one of the best. Like
absolutely. And let's see what Perucci writes up here.
Also, for those new here, Wyrock is Corey backwards.
Absolutely.
That is a fun fact of the day. And ladies and gentlemen, you can finally see us.
Yeah.
And we can see you.
Oh, no way.
No, we can't. No, we can't.
Oh. Oops.
our beautiful commissioner. I'm interested to see what Jody Candia does with this offense when they do get
And the
on.
kick is up.
And it looks good.
And the kick is clean. So Beacon Bikes is on the board here. A 3-0 lead early.
Jose walking off the field looking like he's getting ready. He's grabbing the game ball.
And DeCandia is taking the field, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go. This is the moment I've
A
been
lot
waiting
of question
for.
marks on Joseph
I
DeCandia.
mean,
Obviously,
we're about to see
let's look at his past though. Former varsity quarterback. You got to think that plays a
He
part.
has experience. He has experience. Former flag football quarterback as well.
Okay.
Way back in the day.
Listen, my first game, I had 9 sacks against him. Wilt Chamberlain stats.
Wow. You know what? I remember that actually.
Yeah.
Now that
I
you
was
say
like
it.
12
Yes.
years old.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. I think he was impaired, but
Yeah, you got 9 sacks off of it though.
listen.
What's better than
And
that?
somehow
What's better than that?
the sack record's 5. I don't know. For those who don't know, because you can't see him, we have Forever. Forever, take a peek.
Ladies and gentlemen, Forever Williams is quiet today, but he is in the booth here.
Sweetheart of the league, some might say. Nobody says that.
Let's see how DeCandia does.
And let's see how DeCandia does here. First snap underway.
Let's see Zeke
DeCandia
Bando.
dropping back, looking for someone to pass to.
Zeke
Joe
Bando
D
with a
looking.
quick 3.
Joe D with the pass. He's got a wide open man.
Oh!
And a little bit overthrown there.
Overthrown or underrun?
That is. The hand was on it.
Not catchable,
Now, here's the
claims
thing,
Matt
guys.
Manswell.
Is that a catchable ball?
Yes, that is.
I think it is.
Absolutely 100%.
Listen, if
That's
you
a
have the
catchable ball.
greats like Forever, Richard,
Like they said,
they're catching
if
it.
your hands touch the ball, you have to catch it.
Yep, or 10 push-ups.
And obviously, Fu didn't do his push-ups today. And guys, I want to mention something here. Coach Ryan McKeon, not here.
Whoa.
Nowhere to be seen.
Not here. I don't
Nowhere
see
to
him.
be seen. First coach to not show up.
Yes.
After
Very-
he claimed that this Romanova team was his best team.
Very
yet.
uncommon
a
as well
championship.
for him. Very
Billy
uncommon.
Joe's
Yes, with a
star-studded
Billy
team.
Jones super squad, some might say.
The type of man that he is and coach that he is.
What? Come through the door. It should be.
We have a guest speaker coming up. Jose Vasquez with the handoff.
Vasquez upfield. Vasquez.
He's moving.
With the
He is ahead of steam.
Speed.
Jose's going.
Going to the end
It
zone.
looks like he's
Vasquez
where is
is
he
gonna
going?
go all the
He's
way.
going west.
Vasquez, you
Jose
betcha
Vasquez
into the
with
end zone.
Touchdown, first run of the year.
Wow.
And listen, that's a class act from
And
him.
Roma Nova on the board.
That's a class act from Jose.
Very
Listen.
much so. Listen, a lot of chatter, a lot of chip before this season of Jose being overrated. Okay? And he
Listen,
just
I
showed
played
just
with
there.
him last season.
He showed
and
why he is not.
No, at all.
Who said Jose was overrated?
Everyone that voted Tyler for MVP.
True.
Yep.
True.
And Jose looks like he needs some water.
Well, a damn good start for Roman over there. Listen, 2 good plays, though, even though drop pass by Manzuel, they're pretty long.
Listen, I think those were 2 great drives.
He was open, wide open.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So a good start here.
I think both teams had good
Both
drives.
teams, yeah, good drives on both
Beacon
sides.
Bikes was off to a great start and just got caught up when it got short.
Yeah, yep.
Interesting come out with their defensive line. Lincoln is on the bench, and so is Corey Wyrock. If you're new here, Wyrock is backwards for Corey. Took me a while to figure that one out.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, you just put me on just that one.
Forever cannot spell.
You just put me on, I ain't gonna lie.
And Green.
Green
dropping back
making
when
his
we're trying to
read.
pass to
Green
Green's going
launches
for the
one
long
deep
guy.
with Boley. Looks
got
like
him.
he's gonna go. No, flag is down.
Flag is down, it looks like here.
I mean, that's a huge grab.
That's a
from Jake
great
Warner right
grab.
there.
What a pass as well from Shane Green there, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
Wow.
Just like that, they fire back, Rich.
Well, Michael, that happens. That happens.
Listen, I took the over on the score, and I think it's gonna hit. I put my 401k on it.
Well, I hope it hits.
Yeah. City of Beacon gives a great one.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. Joe's facilitating his defense very well.
And Rich, you got to think too. I mean, Perucci and Green, 2 peas in a pod, when it comes to the coach-player matchup.
Yes.
You know, it's an unlikely friendship, but it's a good friendship.
Absolutely.
Kyle was calm where Shane is not, and vice versa. Like they balance each other out very well. And all Kyle wants is success for Shane.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what he's talked about in the offseason several times. So
As
I'm gonna
jittery
make
as Shane
a
looks, if you
quarterback.
take his heart rate mid-game, I heard it's at 60 all game.
Yeah.
Like a trick play here. The pass
Oh my
wide
God.
open.
Looks like he's wide open,
Jaya.
and a
End
touchdown for
zone.
Jaya.
Is
Got
he
it.
in?
Is he in?
See the call here.
Finn is
Oh,
calling
Finn
him
has it
short. Finn has it short. That's my
Oh,
quarterback, so I'm
challenge
not going to argue.
And he was wide open there.
He was
Wide
wide
open.
Completely wide open.
He
That's a
stood there,
touchdown.
actually.
Yeah.
Stopped running his route.
That's a touchdown. How the hell did Finn see that?
Aiden Davis, new to the position, is now just sitting on the bench. Think he might be picking his nose.
Instagram too?
No, we're just YouTube, yeah.
Are we live at the hub?
We were live at the hub, too.
What?
They put it on the TVs.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was ultimately embarrassed.
We were live.
On the hub?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because he blew a lead.
It
Blew a
was
lead.
We lost.
I think
I thought we did.
For those who weren't watching 2 nights ago, Forever's team, Baja,
Yeah.
they blew a lead. And
Rolling
while
out
they
here,
were
Green.
live at the hub. And
Into the end zone. It looks
I
like a
don't know
touchdown for
what's
Shane
going
Green
on
here.
here. Looks like a lot of confusion.
Ref's got the hands up. It's a touchdown for Shane Green.
I don't know who blitzed to allow Shane to run, but it wasn't a smart
That'll
blitz.
make it 10-7 here. Beacon Bikes on top.
Michael, in this organization, there's
Talk
some
to me,
things
Richard.
you don't do, right?
You don't blitz
You don't
against
blitz
Shane Green.
That's rule number 1.
Really?
Listen, as a D lineman, that is
You
what
don't
I
blitz
learned
Shane Green.
very
He
early.
can run like anything.
Yep. There's not many quarterbacks you should blitz against.
No.
Declan Costello, if he gets ahead of steam, he's dangerous.
I'm not gonna lie, Declan surprised me yesterday when I see him.
No, when he gets ahead of steam, he moves.
I said this before.
You have to
Nick
keep him in
Costello is
close.
the last of our pocket passers
Yes.
here in the Beacon Flag Football League.
Short pass here.
And it's caught.
That looked well designed.
Oh, new flag is down. New flag is down. Richard has just bought those. Finn Costello calling the game of the week in the first quarter after he won a game 42-14.
Looks like some referee discussion here. Not sure what the call is.
I don't know what the confusion is here, Mike.
What you looking at?
What you looking at, Rich? These people.
Jose talking to fans instead of being on the field for his offensive drive.
I'll catch you.
I'll see you.
See you guys.
Beautiful day we're having.
Oh,
Beautiful day.
Beautiful.
Can't get better than this.
A little hot, but
It wasn't a little hot. I was
sun's
working
down.
through
Got
it,
a
but
nice night here.
listen, once you get that nice breeze going, it's
Candy with a pump fake. Looking for someone to pass to. Another pump fake. Rolling
DeCaney
out
rolling
here.
out. And Corey Rywire
Oh,
brings it
in
in.
bounds here.
LePere is saying
Looks
in
like
bounds.
LePere says it is in bounds here.
Wyrock saw 3 of them, and he picked the middle one.
Tell you what, man, DeCandia poised and calm in the pocket. Looks like.
Very
Looks like
calm,
he's very.
very
He looks
calm.
like this is
Confident,
nothing new to
too.
him. Yeah.
Confident.
There's no pressure.
Yeah.
No, there's no pressure.
Because look at AD line.
Aiden Virgo said can't wait to be back out there.
Aiden Virgo is excited to play, ladies and gentlemen. I watched one of his streams. He streams,
Does he stream?
he streams video games.
That's awesome.
Plays Siege, stuff like that.
Is he good?
He's all right. He's all right. I think I would run him in Siege.
Blitz-
And
oh!
he's up.
Oh my God.
And Jose
we have
Vasquez
another
is off
touchdown
down
here.
races. He slows down. He's changing directions. I don't
Makes
know
a
what he's
move.
doing.
What a grab
I mean, the move.
from Vasquez.
I'm telling you, it's them gloves, baby.
Vasquez.
You know what? I think it's who's wearing the
Vasquez is
gloves.
off to
I
an
think it's
incredible
who's wearing
start
the
here.
gloves.
Wow.
He got Forever William gloves on. That's why.
Forever with the common self-glaze. Knew that was going to happen, ladies and gentlemen.
One hand, right?
What?
Yeah, you call that with one
Oh,
hand.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
The boost. He got 5.
And Forever has 5 minutes till he gets the boot.
Here we go.
Lining up
Kenny on the
in-
shotgun here.
Commanding his offense.
Commanding the offense very well.
I think I've used this play in Madden before.
Kenny looking for someone to pass to here.
Oh my
Wyrock
God,
wide open.
Wide open. But then,
Vasquez.
Oh my
No,
God.
it's Vasquez, and
And
it
he's
is
down.
a
I mean,
decent gain there.
guys, that was a
Gain of
very,
about 10.
very well-designed play.
Listen, something about Joe is you cannot underestimate him.
No.
He knows how to command an offense. He's
He's got
played
a
it
football
before.
mind. He has a football
He knows how to
mind.
read a defense.
Exactly. And he's using that right now.
And he's also using on the
I
defensive
think
end.
DeCandia could have stayed in the pocket another 10 seconds.
I
There.
do
That's how
too.
much time he's having in the
absolutely.
pocket here.
Absolutely.
Well, listen, if you
Is-
watch,
And I mean, you have
Johnny Lang on the D-line backs up to pick up the eligible. I don't agree with it. I think defensive linemen should be straight
pressuring.
to quarterback instead of dropping back.
And that's something.
DeCandia
that
here dropping back, looking for someone to
people
pass
have
to, pump
tried
fakes.
before, but now we have a little
Rolling out,
pressure.
pass a
Oh,
little
and it's
high.
over.
He did have an open man there.
Joe DeCandia
It's
off the
Vasquez
run.
again.
Oh, and see how they had two rushing,
They did.
and they had a little more pressure.
And they're having
did.
trouble containing Vasquez here.
Yes,
This early.
absolutely, absolutely.
I mean,
And
he knew that was
was
gonna
wide
happen.
He was open
He
again there.
wide
He's been
open.
targeted a bunch. Obviously, that big touchdown, another big gain earlier.
I mean, he was in the MVP.
You know that's going to happen.
conversation last year. Like,
Yeah.
this
That's
guy
gonna
is
happen.
Good.
Arguably should have been the MVP.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. A lot of people try to make that claim, whatever.
Some people blame the commissioner.
Well, you know what? That's a shame.
Candy here gets a snap, dropping back, looking for someone to pass to.
Aiden Davis still is
Rolling
yet
out
to
to
take a
Candia, the
snap.
pressure's on,
And
the
a
sack is
sack
made. It's
by
another
Aiden Bowen.
Aiden
And he
Bowen there.
hands him his flag. That's a class act, you know? Some
I
people
mean,
just throw the flag.
Classy guy.
Joe
He's a
been
classy
friends
guy.
For years, too,
They have
so
been.
I'm sure, you know.
Again, another underrated guy. Actually reminds me a lot of Caker. Bowen.
Yes.
He reminds me
Very-
of
very
Warren
underrated.
Sapp. He reminds me of Warren
He's
Sapp.
very, he's all reliable. He's gonna
Yes,
go out. He's
Michael,
gonna play hard.
absolutely, absolutely.
I mean, he'll get you the occasional play there.
Reminds me of Warren Sapp.
Fair enough.
Third and goal.
Third and goal from about the 36, 37.
I mean, if you're DeCandia, what are you cooking up here?
A deep ball.
Well, yes.
Listen, if I'm Joe DeCandia
think-
here, I'm getting in
Well,
between the
what's-
20 and 30, and I'm kicking a field goal.
I agree. I
Okay,
don't think you're
okay.
taking a
But
big
I
shot
know
here.
how Joe DeCandia thinks, and he wants to touchdown.
I think you're just trying to get upfield here if you're Candia.
They come in with the
DeCandia-
blitz.
Oh, my God.
And
Another
Bowen
sack
with
from
the
Bowen
other
here.
sack, kicking them out of field goal range. They're going to have to punt.
Hayden with two big plays there, Richie.
I
That was a
mean,
big sack.
Wow.
That was a big sack.
Michael, he put them back at least 10 yards.
At least. And they're out of field goal range here.
Listen, Beacon Bikes was plus 185 to win this game. I took it. Kyle Perucci, listen, I've played with him for 2 or 3 years, and he's a leader.
Now,
He's a
Owen,
leader.
Person looks.
Karen Kicker with the comment, one of the
Is it
best
Gorla?
kicks he's ever seen.
I don't know if he locked it when he left.
Yeah.
The door locked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joining us today.
Rich is coming
Kieran
down.
Caker. He's on his way up right now. Now, any kick that hits a ball, Kieran Caker seems to think it's the best kick he's ever seen. I think he really likes the kicks.
See if Beacon Bikes here can capitalize.
Let's see. Forever with the middle finger. Aiden Davis with his first play on the field. Joe playing safety?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't either.
Hey, what's up, Thomas? Hey, what's up? How you doing? Any comments for the...
Nope.
No.
Nope,
we
nope.
got-
We're
we
live.
got a
We're
camera,
live.
too.
We're on
Yep,
camera.
yep.
Yeah.
And we're on camera, so close up, stay on this time.
It's right there. You want to say hi to the camera?
Hello, everyone. Where's the camera?
Right there.
It's right there.
Oh, it's right there.
How's it going, everyone?
Had to put my glasses in front to hide the glare.
Green drops back here looking for someone to pass. He's going to fire one up the middle, but it is
And
dropped here.
Mahan drops it.
Typical.
Listen, if
Second
I'm
down.
the defense, I switch Matt Manzuelo to safety. I put.
Yeah, there's...
Oh, they're running two safety?
Yeah.
Okay.
Too high.
Okay.
Is Joe
okay.
the other safety?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not bad.
I
Yeah,
want
that's
Joe
not
at middle
bad.
I don't disagree with
linebacker.
it.
I want
I mean-
Joe at middle linebacker,
No, but I
but
believe Jose's middle linebacker.
No, I lied. Sorry, they running
Yeah, they're 1 and run deep, I think. But who's going to tell them? There's no coach here. There's no
That
coach.
is a very good point. Oh,
Jaden Quintana looks like he's stepping in as the coach of.
Green
they're
drops
too
back
high.
here looking
They're
for
too
someone to
high.
pass to. He
Yeah,
pump
they're
fakes.
too high.
Green's going deep. Green's got a man.
As I said it, oh!
nearly
Deflected by Manzuelo. A little long there on the pass. Targeted for Jaya.
And I mean, Michael Janos was there.
He was.
Janos
He was there,
as well.
absolutely.
He was there.
Yep, great defense there.
Listen, Janos is a standout character.
He is.
He is a character. That is, to say the least.
And Aiden Davis, on and off the field.
There was a lot of jibber jabber, Rich, regarding Aiden Davis being kept for Romanova.
So, very true, Michael. People weren't sure why, but when you looked at their roster, in all honesty, you can make the claim he was the best value.
He was the best value.
That Ryan got him at.
Listen, I don't agree. I'm gonna up and say it.
You don't have to agree.
I don't
That's
agree.
just what it was.
I don't agree.
There was again
Oh.
a lot of mixed reactions.
I'm the other side of those mixed reactions.
Green looking for someone to pass.
Green
there.
looks like
He's gonna scramble.
Oh my God.
Green trying to find a guy. He's got no one.
He's got Jaya.
Jaya open.
Jaya looks like
Getting
he's
a
gonna
field.
create. Good grab. Good
Great
grab.
tackle there by Manzuelo.
And I mean, if you're Romanova, what are you thinking after that? Like what?
You're kicking yourself, Rich, because you had a guy in green rolled out,
You had-
right,
like,
in an
you had
uncomfortable
him.
position. You're playing great defense, and he makes that big play
And
there. You don't want to see
We
that.
just
Rich.
hit the start of the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen.
Do not want to let that happen here.
LePere, a.k.a. Forehead Jones, what do we think DeCandia is thinking right now on defense?
Well, listen, I think DeCandia is doing a good job commanding the deep ball, but he's got to make sure no big plays happen here. You don't want a lopsided score here. They're going to go short again. Ooh, and it kicks off Manzuelo.
Listen, it looks like Romanova's running a zone defense here, and I don't think it's working.
Oh, looks like some arguing here.
Some arguing between
In the Romanova
Janos
defense.
and Mans. I mean,
It's hard to argue with John Janos. It is. It really
but if
is.
you met Manswell, you argue with everybody.
That
So
is
there's-
very
there's
true.
There's the other
So it's
part to
best of
that.
both worlds, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You have a whole thing.
looks like-
I mean, Janos is a goldfish. I love him.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Manzuelo, the competitor he is, he just wants
He's
to
into
win.
it. He gets into it. And he's been doing this for years.
He
So
has
Manswell,
been. He
you
knows
know,
it. He understands it.
Listen, I took the over on cigarettes for Modica, and he is on number 2. Line was set at 6.5. I have a nice little parlay
that, Tommy?
cooking up right now.
I said, all right. It's what, second quarter?
Second quarter here.
Yep,
Start of the
second
second.
quarter just started.
Green in the shotgun, looking for someone to pass to
We
here.
got a motion from Jai Goddard.
Motion.
That's not.
I mean,
They're gonna fake
That's
it
a
here.
Shane
Green,
special.
Up the middle, he's gonna have a guy. He's gonna go
Johnny
upfield
Lang,
here.
Jaya with the
Lang
missed
upfield.
block. If Johnny hits, or if Jaya hits that block, then
Johnny could potentially be gone. at
Johnny
this
gets more 10 more yards.
Flag pulled right around the 46? 46, I'd say.
point. Yeah, about the 46. Head refs tonight: Finn Costello and Brian Conklin.
And Ty.
Oh, and Ty Long.
And Ty.
Didn't
And
see
Ty
him out
Long.
there. Yep,
Fly
and Ty
tie.
Long.
Fly tie or butter.
You know, listen, Ty told me that I could do anything I wanted as long as it was against either Aiden Davis or Declan.
There you go.
Shows you the reffing in this league.
There it is. You said it yourself, Owen. It
Shows you
does.
it.
Shows you who our refs really are.
I love it.
Rich, one thing to point out as well is very limited run plays in this game. Both sides not
Yes.
really utilizing the run,
Oh, absolutely.
using the pass to their advantage so far. I mean, and it is working, Rich.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I mean, at this point,
Well, if you're Baja, you have to use runs. You have Jose.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you're Beacon Bikes, or
Well,
yes,
well,
yes.
yeah.
If you're Beacon Bikes, who are you using?
Like who exactly?
Who are we running with
you
here?
gonna
Sure.
run
I
with?
mean, who yeah.
Luke
who are we running
Mahan?
with?
I like
You
him.
could.
I like him, but he's more of a.
You know what, Jaya?
Yeah.
You would
Jaya.
run with
Jaya with the
Like, if
end
you're
around.
gonna have
Yep,
your running
yep,
back,
yep.
It's gonna be Jaya.
He might be the fastest player on the field right now.
I don't know. Against him and Jose, I don't know.
Well, they're close. I mean, Jose almost had him beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Can't forget about Jody Kenny. He has sneaky speed.
See a little flea flicker play there. Green looking for someone to pass to.
And he's
Green's on
going.
the
He's gonna
run.
run here.
That's a Shane Green special.
That's one of those classic old school Billy Joe's plays, man.
For those who don't know, Billy Joe's is Coach Ryan's old team. Coach Ryan, who still is yet to show.
Brian McKean.
Do we have any word on that? I mean, is our
You know
media,
what?
is our
he
media
working
team
at
working
least?
on that?
Is he working at least, or?
I'm gonna check my phone
Yeah.
and see where the hell he is.
I mean, this is despicable.
Let's get the inside scoop on McKeon right now.
Yeah. We gotta know what's going on.
Trevor, did he say anything?
Like,
Ryan?
like what, last
Like where he was going to be at this game?
He might be watching from the hub.
Or from work. Might have got called into work or something.
Either way.
Listen, I think the hub is more likely for the can.
In the red zone here, Green looking to make something happen. Fakes the run here, looking for someone to pass to. He's going to go
Yeah, a
back
little jump
shoulder.
over Gio.
Oh, what a
Jumped
catch!
over.
And what a pass there by Green.
What a
As
grab from
Ferrucci
Gio
celebrates
Bully.
here.
Touchdown, Beacon Bike.
Man, they are looking good on the offense here.
Listen, I told everyone.
17-7.
Now they're up 2 possessions. I told everyone.
You want to know?
I told him.
How do I put this up?
And what was the spread? Plus 9.5?
17-7. Beacon Bikes up.
A lot louder from yesterday.
Touchdown, Beacon Bikes. Yeah, nice little crowd showing up.
Hey, that's just what Beacon Flag Football does.
Beacon
I mean,
Flag
it
football
brings the
is
community
Memorial
together.
Park
I love it.
These past 3 days have been killing it with the fans.
We have.
We've had electric stadiums.
Thank you
One
to the
great
media
game,
team. Thank you to the
One
media
great
team.
game, one okay game, and now this game is shaping up to be a good one.
This is, yeah.
Let's see what DeCandia did.
Which game was great? Which one was okay?
The first one was
The
good.
first one was
This one was a
phenomenal.
great game.
Second one,
First one was phenomenal.
phenomenal.
Wow.
9 minutes
9
left.
minutes?
Yeah.
That's what you want.
As Manzuela comes off the field.
9
In
minutes.
the
9
second?
minutes left
Yeah,
in the
left in the
second.
second.
He said 9 minutes in the second.
Listen, I think if
You want me to-
you're
do I announce that?
Romanova here,
Maybe.
you take your time. You have 9 minutes left. All right.
9 minutes left in the second here.
9 minutes left. You can breathe.
Neswell
Or-
looks disheveled on the sideline.
Hey, you're good. You're good, 2-1.
2-1 and thinks he's not good.
Well, I'll tell you what, it is a pleasure watching Shane Michael Green play. And at the quarterback
guy's
position,
a
he is
back at the end of the
Always
day.
is.
Run to the right.
Absolutely.
one of the right here.
Jose
Jose
Vasquez
making a
with the
very
run.
small gain.
Gain about
Nice
5
tackle
yards.
Well,
And
one,
see, there it is, Michael. They tried to use their run. But
there
honestly,
it is. But
against a
it's
team
not,
like
yeah.
Beacon Bikes, I don't know if that would work. I don't know if it works.
think it will. I really don't. You got to have some sort of trick play for that to happen. Because if you're just running a regular run up the gut, it's not
I
going
mean,
to
your
work.
safety in Shane Green, number 8, he's going to know it's a run.
100%.
Which means his defense is going to know. There's no other way around it.
And it just seems like Beacon Bike's just the more fundamental team right now.
Yes,
they're
which makes sense.
pass. Oh, another
Jose
great
Vasquez
grab
with the
by
one
Jose.
arm grab.
A great quarterback play there from
He's
DeCandia
put on a
as
show.
well.
Yeah, DeCandia, way to get
Know
out of
where
traffic
he
there.
was.
Something also to look out for. Hayden Bohm has been great on
We
defense.
we
he has.
mentioned that. We
Absolutely,
mentioned
absolutely.
He's been very energetic, and he's causing.
Were you here for the 2 sacks?
No.
He had
He
2
had
sacks back to back.
He had 2 sacks
Yeah.
back to back.
One
yeah.
kicked him out of field goal range.
Like really, really good stuff.
I compare him to Warren Sapp.
you know who that is.
Cousins with Warren Banks.
That's true. That's true. DeCandia here gets a snap.
DeCandia
fakes the
with the
pitch,
fake
looking
pitch.
for someone to pass to.
No, it's
DeCandia's got no one.
And
Hayden
Hayden going.
Speaking of the devil, another sack. That's his
Wow.
third of the game here, ladies
Wow.
and gentlemen.
And he just hands it to Joe. I love it. It's a class act.
He has been on one here.
Wow.
Wait, who's Hayden going up against?
Someone go open.
So you said what about Leaves?
No.
Either Lincoln or Irish Bull.
Yo,
I
JJ,
can't. I'm on this.
can you grab me a water when Rich grabs you from the door? Thank you.
Okay, he going up against Irish Bull. Okay. But still, that's still shocking.
Listen, Irish Bull's a vet. Joe DeCandia with the punt.
With a
Kieran,
nice punt there.
One of the best kicks I've ever seen in my life.
there you have it, ladies and
Getting
gentlemen.
it to around the 16-yard line.
One of the greatest kicks Kieran Kicker has ever seen.
What did you say? 16?
At the 16.
That's crazy. Another stop.
That's around the 16. Am I wrong?
Listen,
Isn't it in front of the 20?
I knew everyone was going to count them out early. Same thing with Kyle. I had a conversation with him about 2-3 days after the draft, and he said, just wait. He said, just wait.
Listen, he's had a plan, and the plan's working so far. Thomas, what do you think Romanova needs to do on the defense to stop Beacon Bikes here?
That's a great question. They have a lot of good receivers out there. Bikes. And
Thank you.
I don't know. I think they need to take Manzuelo out of. Is he
What up, baby?
playing safety now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought they were
Manzuel's-
running one safety with Joe.
Looks like
I
they're
did
doing
too, but they dropped
two-
back.
Looks like
Joe
they're
goes
doing
into middle
two. Yeah.
linebacker as well.
This is what I was saying to do. I wasn't saying to take Jose Vasquez off the field, though.
Put your glasses in front of the camera.
Yeah, because there's like
Took the glare away.
Questionable play there for Romanova.
Jose
Taking
comes
the
off
best
the
player
field
off
for
the
Aiden
field here.
Davis.
Green dropping back, looking for someone to pass to.
Aiden clamping down on.
Big pressure from Green.
Okay.
And
Way to
here's Green.
scramble from Green.
Nobody
Oh my
ahead.
God.
Air ball from Green. Oh.
Looking for Aiden Davis as
Had
a
him,
receiver.
had him beat there, but
Listen, Luke Mahan, one word that I would use to describe him, reliable.
Absolutely.
Reliable.
Absolutely, he is reliable. But when you make throws like that, it's hard. You know,
It's hard to adjust to
that's
those.
a tough one, you know?
It looked like he was running a fly, and
Cousin Cole.
he could get voicemail. He's probably going to ask me to go to the piggy bank.
And ladies and gentlemen, I just found something awesome about Gavin Ladue.
where's it, Richard?
That guy likes his Sunday
Oh,
Zens, man.
attaboy.
Boy.
saw me in the gas station.
Saw me in the game.
Pass is completed there.
Pass by
Shane.
Johnny Lang, a little bit of contact after he was down. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Johnny Lang. I'm going to say
And
up and
still,
out.
we need to point out, Manzuelo is
Not
still
the
an
biggest fan
argument
of him.
here with his
Of course
teammate.
he is. Of course.
I
he
mean,
is.
it just does not look like Romanova's clicking on defense right now.
And they're not. And they're not. Well, you know what? One side is.
Yeah.
One side's
Yeah.
not clicking, right? The other side's fine. You have Jordan Campbell there, Aiden, Warner. They're fine.
Just standout guys.
You put
Defensive scheme is fucked. I mean, it's terrible.
Forever with his comments.
Lincoln has been
no,
slightly,
but forever you are
slightly
correct. They
underwhelming.
don't have a good defensive scheme. Like who's high, who's low, who's middle? We don't know. It's a cluster.
Well, we
Yeah,
know
it
who's
is.
high.
Oh, and the
Don't make me throw my hat.
oh, and a physical tackle there from.
And we get a flag
Okay, yeah, there's a
down.
flag down. It's looking like a little roughness
Wow.
there. But who is it on? Looks like both sides are arguing here.
Listen, I would have put money that there would have been no flags for Johnny Lang, let alone in game one. What was the call
Not
there?
sure what the call was here.
Who would be?
Looks like they're checking the replay here. They're checking the replay.
Candia?
Listen, I think it might be on Lincoln, but I think it's out of pure size. He's a teddy bear at heart.
Jack Sheehy looks like he's a part of Beacon Bike Street.
He does.
Listen, Jack
He
Sheehy has
absolutely does.
played alongside or coached
I'm
alongside
not sure what the
with
call was there.
Perucci for
Very
4
long time.
years,
Very long
probably.
time.
Don't get it twisted. Jack Sheehy's father and uncle both work for Beacon Bikes.
That
They
is
do.
true. They're a family.
Yep.
They are a family. To this day, of course.
They are two large individuals cooped up in a garage.
Very much true.
I love it.
That's true.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, they are two large individuals cooped up in a garage. Small garage, too. It's not a big
Yep.
one.
No, it's not a big garage.
It's about the size of this booth.
They make it work, though.
Yes,
They make it work.
absolutely.
Carter Hole said
Shout out Johnny
Jai
Sheehy
got
and
it
Jeff
in
Sheehy. man.
Shout
Those
out.
guys are awesome.
Listen, Pop, Jeff Sheehy, Uncle Johnny, Johnny Sheehy, if you guys are listening, shout out.
Corey.
Saving Beacon, bike by bike.
So,
Sale going on at Beacon Bikes right now, too.
Beacon Bikes actually has a sale going on. Just was informed by JJ Sheehy.
Romanova.
Good pizza.
Gotta give him some shout outs.
so pizza, and go there for Taco Tuesday, too.
Taco Tuesday is an underrated spot for Romanova.
Yeah.
Listen,
good
very good.
Yeah.
Man, they're tacos.
All right, back to the game here.
To the game here. Not sure what the call was there. Not sure if there was a foul on Romanova or Beacon Bikes here. But the marked at
Just
a
yell
little
at
above
him.
the 30 here.
because you guys are on the mic.
Finn!
What's a call? Call!
Shoulder
so
down
it
by
was on
Johnny
Johnny
Lang was the
Lang.
call. But they got a warning, and I didn't get a warning last night.
Green's going to throw it up, and it's way out of bounds here.
Way out of bounds.
Dash, yo, Dash trying to go for you.
Why are we laughing?
Good Dash, bro.
You weren't getting it.
He tried to go for him, was tripped on.
Yeah, I would have just laid you out. Yep. And Forever's getting the boot in 3 seconds.
So,
No, I think you're getting the boot in about 3 seconds. Maybe that's what's going to happen here.
Commissioner Richard Rinaldi showing his corruption in the booth.
Well, looks like Romanova's defense has done a little bit better since the beginning.
Yes, I
Seems
would
like
say- I
they're
would
making
say.
some better plays,
Yeah.
not letting the deep threat here.
Who is he? Oh my gosh. I'm liking how Zeke Bando's playing.
I mean, he's really locking down Lincoln.
His form is good.
Oh, well.
Oh, Lincoln's rushing right now.
That's not on Zeke.
No, it's not.
Oh my God, he's
God.
open
Luke
here.
Mahan
He's
open.
open.
It's Mahan.
And he's still up. He's still up.
Oh, no, he got
Called down by Finn. Don't ask me why.
Yeah, why?
Wow, I mean, a great ball there, and something you don't see often is Manswell getting beat there, Rich.
No, but Michael, here's back to
What did I
Owen
say?
actually
What did
said.
I say?
If you had that too high safety look that actually looked good, your other safety could have came over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
When you have a cluster, it doesn't work.
It just looks like
doesn't
it just
work.
looks like Perucci's eating them alive right
And
now.
he does. And
He,
you know
he
what?
knows how to get through to this
He knows
defense,
he knows how to play offense.
and
he showed it.
his offense is showing big time here.
At this
Listen-
point, Perucci's living through Shane.
Yep.
He is.
It's Kyle making the calls and Shane doing them, and it works. It's working.
It's going to be that way till he has his son.
Absolutely. Shout out Kyle's son.
Shout out Kyle's son. Sure, he's doing good.
Son to big.
Let me find out Romanova's last.
Listen, my problem with Romanova is right now that their defense looks divided from the middle out. A defense has to be one efficient machine.
And he
Absolutely.
running one safety.
Now they're running, they switch it to one safety.
Green looking for another touchdown pass here. He's going to do a screen here.
Johnny Lang
Lang up the
using a
middle.
blocker. We got
There's
a
a
flag
flag
down,
on the
flag
play,
down.
Finally flagged down.
And
They're
Johnny
gonna
Lang
touch
is, he should have got thrown into a fence. Johnny Lang is okay. Flag down
him. See
though.
what the call is here.
Was Shane across the line?
The referee should have announced the calls to the booth.
Yes. There's
Like,
only
You know,
three
Michael,
of
this
them
is our
though.
third live stream like this ever, but that is a great idea.
Yeah.
That is a great idea. I forgot the walkie-talkies.
Rich.
Next week we'll bring the walkie-talkies, and we'll make it a lot easier.
Commissioner
I'm
Richard
gonna
Rinaldi
text- I'm
forgets
gonna
his
text your-
walkie-talkies.
Remind me about the walkie-talkies. I'll bring them. So we could have
What's it called?
booth to ground control.
You should announce on their call, please.
I mean, it looks like it's on. It was on
Beacon Bikes.
Beacon Bikes.
Yeah.
Maybe a hold, Rich. Not
Might
sure.
have been a hold, but that's not.
Do they
usually
call
called.
holding?
I
Ty!
don't know.
No, not
No.
at all.
Ty! What's the call? Call!
Illegal man downfield
Yeah,
was
now
the
that
call.
Was the second time, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Ferb. That was called. And
Hey, let's not get into that, okay?
I'm just
Because
saying.
it was a challenge called on the field, and then when Jack was reviewing it from his camera angle, they was a challenge.
And Richard Rinaldi has hit a sweet spot
Sweet
on
spot.
forever.
All right, we won't bring that up, but that's been called a few times. I believe refs are cracking down on that now.
As they should, as they should. Refs need to crack down on holding too. Now that since we mentioned it.
Yeah. And PIs too.
Well,
PIs are hard. That's a tough thing, though.
It ain't hard at all.
Fake pitch here. Fake handoff.
Oh.
Going
got
for
a
the
deep
end
ball.
zone.
Oh!
It's cool.
Oh my God!
incomplete pass. Move this a little that way.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't have possession.
The camera.
That looked like an easy touchdown there, Rich.
Like this?
Had it in his hand, just
No,
I'm
seemed like he
talking
dropped it on the way
I think
down.
it's full angle. Did he drop the ball?
So he had it. It was thrown. It was tipped a little bit,
Ladies and gentlemen, the
Romanova.
camera is frozen right now. We're
and then it
working on
was it was partially caught, and then he seemed to drop it. Couldn't get possession of it there.
Camera is frozen right now. We're working on it.
GJ.
2 minute warning.
We're at the 2.
We have a 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
Michael LePere with a 2-minute warning announcement.
He didn't tell me to do the camera. Let's just go to commercial for now.
And we are going to commercial to figure out the.
We're on mute.
No, you're not. No,
We're not
Mike's
muted.
still live.
And we're back. Sorry for the delay there, ladies and
Snap
gentlemen.
here. Green looking for someone to pass to.
Yeah,
Green
Green
rolling
with the
out.
snap.
Green's going to run. Green's upfield. Green to
Green is
the end
still up.
zone. Green
Green rushing touchdown.
That's a touchdown if I ever saw one, Michael.
Man,
Wow.
I did not expect that there.
Great timing to
It
get the
comes again.
footage
Thank you,
back
JJ.
up.
The number
Thank you.
one thing you don't do in flag football.
Blitz
You
on Green.
Blitz Shane Green, and they do it again.
They're going to learn. They're going to learn.
It doesn't
Here's the
make
thing.
sense.
I love Joe DeCandia, right? Competitor. Great player.
He's aggressive.
You got to make that tackle. You have to make that
Absolutely,
tackle.
but-
He ran right by him. I mean, he's right in front of him. You have to wrap him up, at least try to get the flag there, make the tackle. I mean, he kind of just strolled into the end zone.
It's hard to do things like that.
Score here is 24-7 underdog.
Yeah.
24-7 here, yeah. Game
Last
far
night,
from over, though.
Last
far from
night
over.
I considered a blowout, and this is already a bigger lead in the first half.
That's a very good point. But you know what? It doesn't feel like a blowout.
It doesn't.
And I think that's because, at least what I think is that I believe DeCandia still has it.
Both teams look efficient. Just one team's
Just
putting it in
one
the end
team
zone.
is putting up more points, and that's
One
how it
team's
is.
getting that last 10 yards.
Very true.
So let's see if
There we go.
Romanova here can fight back here. They're not a lot of fighting the defense. Promising offensive start in the first drive, but not much since then. Short pass here, it's going to be low. DeCandia not hitting his man there. Second down. Well, Rich, you tell me, am I wrong here? I mean, it just seems like the momentum is shifting. It seems like the aura that Romanova once had in the first drive is not the same.
Michael, it's not there anymore.
It's just not there. It
unfortunately.
looks like
It's just-
frustration here on the sideline. It just looks like they're not the same.
No,
you know what I mean?
they're not. And
They're crumbling. Pass,
Ryan is
beautiful
what?
pass up the middle to Jose.
He's on his way?
Jose's
Oh,
going to get upfield for
All right.
a
This
very nice
just in.
game there.
This just in. Coach Ryan McKeon is stuck at work.
oh, and
we
that's
feel,
where he is. See,
we feel for him. We feel for
that
him.
happens, you know.
It happens.
It
It happens.
Duty calls.
I know he's.
But
watching
listen,
his team
commitments
do a
were
lot
made
right
to
But
now.
this
I'm sure he's kicking himself here with his team
Absolutely.
down.
JK is asking, is Shane back? Question mark.
Listen, it looks like it. Sure
DeCandia
does.
dropping back.
Was Shane ever
Scrambling,
gone?
looking for someone here.
Stewart,
He's
on
got
the
a lot of
box.
time here. A lot of time for DeCandia. And he just has no one.
DeCandia airs it and no one.
Up the middle. Nobody open. Great defense
defense.
there. And you got to think here, a great offensive threat, and Manzuelo's on the bench here, Rich.
Yeah.
You know, it just seems like he would not be on the bench.
And I don't.
36
understand
seconds
why.
left to go in the first half.
I mean, you got one common theme here that I'm seeing in this league is teams not knowing how
Jason
to
said
deal
read
with
his comment.
adversity, Rich. I mean, teams need to
Very
understand that
true.
football,
Very
you're going to
true.
get down
Oh.
early. You got to be able to keep fighting, and it just seems like
Text me on
Romanova
there
is
again.
not doing that right now.
You know.
DeCandia's got to lead
Costello said
lead
it
their
last
troops,
night
lead
after
their
the
pack.
game. He said teams don't know how to lose anymore, and I think that's a really good thing to say
Yeah.
because they don't. Nobody knows how to lose.
Yeah.
For sure, I agree,
Or know what to do while losing.
There you go.
100%.
Right?
I agree.
Everyone's hitting that panic button.
It's all about the attitude here. DeCandia
Let's
looking for
see.
someone
Let's
here.
Change up the camera. DeCandia staying in the pocket. Airs one out to
Oh my
Y-Rock.
God! Rock.
Y-Rock.
Y-Rock. Open.
Nice tackle there by
Good
Johnny.
tackle by Johnny
Great
Lang.
tackle by Johnny Lang.
Now, good tackle by Johnny Lang. But why is your defensive lineman all the way back there? Can't get behind Johnny Lang.
I'll tell you one thing too. Not a great sign that DeCandia is having a lot of time and still not getting some big gains here. All right?
That's
I mean,
very
it's
true, Michael. That, I
you know,
mean,
it
that's
just
a
go-
test that shows it all.
it goes
at
to
the end of the
show,
day.
you know, so what it seems like they're doing here is they're just doing one rusher here. I think Hayden's the only one rushing so they can take care of the pass.
But again, I mean, if that works, it works, but it typically doesn't,
Mm-hmm.
right? We've seen that before, and it typically doesn't work for a long period of time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know,
Not a bad play here from Beacon Bikes, though.
No.
I kind of agree with that with the half kind of winding down. They don't want anything big to happen. DeCandia's going to rush. DeCandia going
DeCandia's
upfield.
rushing.
I mean,
Not a great gain from DeCandia there.
Gain of about maybe 4, maybe 5.
Is it DeCandia's offense,
Or is it lack of coach?
or is it lack of coach?
I don't think it's DeCandia. I think
and I don't think
DeCandia's
it's lack of coach.
yeah. I think DeCandia's not playing a bad game. It just seems like Beacon Bikes is
Romanova
just
with
more
the
prepared.
timeout. We have about, 10 seconds left?
Want to help me put it on?
Mike, you ever heard of that play?
About 17 seconds
Yeah.
left in the second
Once I'm
half,
healthy,
in the
I'll play.
first half.
What's wrong?
I got to get knee surgery on June 11th.
Do you actually for what?
Thank you. I got like loose cartilage in my knee. I got to get.
Boys, let's keep it professional.
Dude, I just had cartilage surgery.
What was like loose bodies?
No, I had.
We're announcing
I
a
had
football
whole-
game here, and now we're talking about knee cartilage,
It's
guys.
almost halftime. It's almost halftime.
It's not halftime, though.
It almost is. It almost is.
All right? This is crunch time.
I'm on
We're
the chopping
talking
block
about
now from the commission.
knee cartilage.
I might be fired. I might be fired here. DeCandy in the shotgun here. No one in the backfield.
And
Dropping
Hayden
back,
Bolt
not a
with
lot of
the-
time with the slap. Oh, what a play there. Johnny Lang with the tip. The
Wow.
pressure was on, and DeCandy couldn't handle
A
it.
little fun fact about DeCandy and Johnny Lang's relationship, right?
Oh, geez.
In 2022,
Okay.
right? It was the first
They're going quick.
season.
They're going quick. They're going quick.
Going
Joe
quick here.
DeCandy with the quick
DeCandy,
snap
a
in the
ton of
shotgun,
time.
backing
Wait a
up,
minute.
Only one rusher here.
telling his team to go yard. Joe DeCandy, a lot of time here.
Oh,
Airs one out.
airs it
Good
out.
ball, it looks like.
And it is tipped and
And
incomplete
that's
here.
going to take us into the halftime.
Half?
Looks like
Is
it.
that half?
Yep. Great first
At
half.
halftime, Beacon Bikes leads 24-7 over Romanova.
Listen.
24/7. Say it again. 24/7 Beacon Bikes. Someone just asked. 24/7 Beacon Bikes.
Did I not just say it?
Yeah, he didn't hear it. He didn't hear it. Just say it again. It's old. It's old. It's old.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Just say it again.
Yeah, I mean. Are we muted?
You guys are ridiculous. And we are back with the second half.
Back in business here, second half underway.
Beacon Bikes versus Romanova. Beacon Bikes leads 24-7.
My bad, you're good.
First player we were setting up was a handoff to Jose Vasquez. But he didn't have his flags on, ladies and gentlemen.
See if Romanova can turn the tides here on offense as they are down. DeCandia with the snap, dropping back, looking for someone here. Guerrero going deep.
DeCandia rolling out, dropping back.
DeCandia, he's got no one
Gets
here.
it
He's gonna
off.
air it
Deep
out.
ball. Looks like a duck.
It's going to
and
be
a
intercepted
pick
by Chase
by
Green.
Shane Green.
Or Chase Green. or Shane Green.
No, it's Shane Green. Listen, they're both outstanding
They're both
athletes.
outstanding players.
Outstanding
tell 'em
human
apart.
beings.
Damn.
Wow.
And Romanova's
That's not
just-
what you want to
they're
see
just
when
falling
you're
apart
Romanova.
here. They're falling apart. Just not the pass you make there if you're DeCandia. You got to be smarter there.
Why is the ball coming back?
Oh, ball coming back here. Looks like a flag may have been down, and looks like the interception.
I didn't see a flag thrown.
Maybe, was DeCandia maybe sacked?
Ty has the flag in his hand.
I know.
Hmm.
Not sure what
the call?
happened there.
Sack.
It was a
Oh,
sack,
it was
yeah.
a sack.
Okay.
Okay.
Sold out.
And offsides
Just said they
by
were
Johnny
available.
Lang.
Said something went wrong. Sold it. Said 137 people ordered tickets in the last hour.
Ah, that sucks.
What?
Trying to go to the Yankee game.
Oh. Phone is blowing up.
Well, Karen, we talked about the defense for Romanova, but obviously they need to get something going on offense. What do you think DeCandia needs to do to lead this team?
I mean, his boys got to get open.
Yeah.
His receivers and his eligible just have to get open. They can't find space right now with this defense. It's been impossible for him, but I think they need to run the ball a little more.
Maybe switch things up.
They have the weapons to run the ball.
Hand it off to Jose. And then
Oh, and Hayden with a beautiful sack there. What a play, man.
That is
He
his-
has been
Hayden's been
he has been
having
incredible, and I think he's been the player of the game here. I mean, he has
What is that?
5 sacks? 4 sacks?
Four?
he has 4 sacks on the
In about
What about
a minute of the
yeah,
second quarter?
Yeah, I mean,
or the second half?
he's been putting some crazy pressure on DeCandia here, making it tough for him to get a pass
Listen,
off.
Hayden might take the sack record this game.
What is the sack record?
5.
Is it?
Yeah.
He'll go over.
4.
I think he has 4.
No.
Are we keeping stats?
Karen. How'd you like that punt?
That
Are we
was
keeping
probably
sack-
one of the best
stats?
stats I've ever seen.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Close to the 47 here, I think. 48.
Naim Deco with the spot. And Beacon Bikes with the ball back.
Bikes with another look to go downfield.
Yeah, I think here if Beacon Bike scores again, this game's really pulling away from.
It's
from
getting
Romanova
farther
here.
and farther away, but there is a lot of time.
There is a
Romanova
lot
needs
of
to keep their
time.
heads up.
They need to keep their heads up. But if I'm Roman over here, you're doing whatever you can to not let any points on the board here for Beacon Bikes.
Aiden Davis going
100%.
upfield, he's got to be a little upset over that.
Looks confused.
Yeah, I mean,
Slightly confused.
he was the team's keeper. It just seems that he's not getting the time he feels he deserves here as his team is down. And so far, it's been smooth sailing for Beacon Bikes. Shane Green having a great game yet again. Perucci leading his team to victory so far.
Shane signaling his receivers.
Green drops back. Pump fakes, looking for someone to pass to.
Good
Green
time.
up the middle. And a nice
Oh.
deflection there. He thought maybe an interception play there, going for the ball, but
Listen,
he did smack it down.
we'd rather a pick, but we take pass breakups.
Nice play there.
Good defense all around.
Vasquez.
Line had great pressure.
Yeah, definitely. It's one thing that makes Shane so good is he does well under pressure as well. He's
does.
still able to get the ball off. He rolls out each way.
He's very good at avoiding.
As we see Joe Sarcone on the other side of the field wearing the classic Yankees shirt.
That is his classic
Listen,
shirt.
they are playing tonight.
They are playing tonight. I think they are playing the Guardians tonight. Go Yanks.
They are.
2-0 right now.
Yankees?
Yeah.
Nice.
Update on the Yankees game. It is 2-0.
Is Lenny Torres still with the Guardians?
He is not.
He's with the
Cincinnati
Reds. Zeke Bando dropping back, taking Lincoln, and
Almost picked off again by Joe DeCandia.
another pass breakup.
Two
from
good defensive
Romanova.
plays here for Romanova. They get a stop here. They're right back in business.
Listen, if they get a stop here and they get a score in this drive, they're in it.
You got to think Romanova are confident on defense right now.
You have to be. They have no other choice.
Really?
They just have to prevent Shane from going downfield.
Yeah,
He
100%.
likes to air out the ball.
He does, and he's been great with the long ball tonight.
He's got the receivers for it. So.
He does. He does. Can't prevent any big plays here for Romanova. Have to be smart here on defense. Can afford a short play. I mean, they're not in field goal range right now, so.
And if you look up on the hill, there is Johnny Sheehy and Jeff Sheehy riding along.
Johnny.
Shane
Passes
airs the
up.
ball out. Luke Mahan with the
What a
diving
cut!
grab.
Yes, it is!
Oh my gosh.
Question is,
Not a
was he in
touchdown,
the end
it's
zone
short.
here?
It looks short.
As we were just talking about Shane Green loving to air that ball.
What did I just say, though? You cannot, Romanova, you can't let that happen.
No.
You cannot let a big play like that happen.
That might be a catch of the year already.
And the Sheehy brothers are trying to signal to the field.
You look at the lights.
Man. Beacon Bice could put the nail in the coffin here.
Listen, there's still a lot of time
Still a
left.
lot of time, but the way
But-
Romanova's looking here, they need to change something.
First down on the one.
First down on the one here, you got to think.
Do you run this ball?
I don't see why not here. Wouldn't it be a bad play? Last time they were in this formation,
Johnny
Green
Lang in the
rolled out.
backfield. They got a blitz. A lot of woes.
And
Matt
looks like
Manzuelo
there's some
getting a little-
arguing here. Maybe
Manzuelo getting a little
an
aggravated right
offsides
there.
call, maybe a false start call.
Touchdown.
And the
And it
call on
looks
the
like-
field is touchdown.
They're going to
looks
call it a
like.
touchdown here, it looks like.
Well, the refs are discussing. Okay.
And Gavin puts the wrong team.
And roll on the field is touchdown.
Is it? Wait, is it?
Looks like it.
I don't know if it is, bro.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
moving it back.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
Into the 15 we go.
Wow. 31-7 here. Beacon Bikes just rolling Caker.
That's it.
Yeah, go ahead.
31-7.
31-7
Beacon
Beacon Bikes.
31-7 bikes.
Bikes.
Bikes. Bikes is short for Beacon Bikes if you're new here.
DeCania dropping back. He's going to make
Quick
a short
pass.
pass to Manzuelo.
Manzuelo flags off quick.
Short game for Matt there.
If I'm not mistaken, that might be Manzuelo's first catch of the game.
Has
think it
been
may be.
quiet. Has
He's been quiet on offense for sure. Not something you usually see from Manzuelo, who's a staple player in this league. Just seems like DeCania just can't seem to get the ball to his guys here. I mean, obviously Vasquez some big plays, but as he gets
As
the
he
ball
gets
here,
the
he's
ball
gonna get
here,
upfield.
he
He's got
looks
some
like he's
upfield
going to get some
room,
yards.
And using his quickness to his advantage, he's going to get a big gain there. Nice gain for Romanova.
Listen, all he needs is a 5-yard pass with him.
Yeah, 100%. He is a playmaker for sure.
Yep.
You got to think here, a touchdown here for Romanova can completely change things. You know what I mean? Can totally flip the momentum here. They need a big play here. They need a touchdown to keep themselves in this game.
DeCandia gets the snap.
DeCandia with a snap here, dropping back. DeCandia pump fakes. DeCandia the pass up the middle.
Finds
It's
Manzuelo.
Manzuelo again, but a
Manzuelo
nice
with a
tackle
second
there by
grab.
Dylan Lane. Short game for Manzuelo of about 6. His second catch of the game.
Gavin is making up his parlay right now.
DeCandia in the shotgun, dropping back. DeCandia scrambling.
DeCandia.
DeCandia is going to
Cross
throw it
field.
field.
Oh, and Manzuelo bobbles it.
It's intercepted
by Jai
Jai
Crowder.
up the field.
With only
Irish
Irish
Bowl making
Bowl
chase.
Block. Is that a block in the back?
And a block in the back by Hayden Bowen.
From Hayden Bame.
Wow.
So it's
Wow.
coming back.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That
that's
one might
why
come
you
back,
have to
folks.
keep your cool.
Oh, man.
Listen, Jaya was
Such-
gone with nobody in sight. And
such
Hayden with just an emotional play.
Bame with a great game all night makes just
such a
goof.
stupid foul there.
A big goof.
My question is just,
There's
I
no
mean,
need.
did you call that? You think? I mean,
Listen, yes.
you think? I mean,
Yes.
I didn't think
I'd
it was.
say you have to.
Yeah. I didn't
Listen,
think
it
was
is what it is.
I didn't think it was that blatant, but
The rules are the rules.
It is what
Wow.
it is.
Are they gonna give the touchdown here?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's
I
going on.
think they're
here.
going to call it at where the foul was spotted. Yep.
Okay, so it's Beacon Bike's ball, but no touchdown.
Yes. So
Okay.
interception and where the flag
Either
was
way,
thrown.
a huge interception for Jaya.
Surely you decline that and take the touchdown, no?
Well, it's,
No, that's not. They
Yeah.
declined it. They don't get the pick.
yeah,
What you up to?
man.
Maybe
And Menzuelo, man, just seemed
So
like he
maybe-
couldn't get a
maybe-
hold of that ball.
maybe a genius play by Bame.
No, because they would have had a touchdown.
No, they would have had a pick six.
There you go. No.
Come on.
Green
Snap
with the
out.
snap here. He's gonna scramble.
Green
Pressure's
scrambling
on.
to his left. Airs it
Gonna
out.
Air it out. Oh,
Gio
great
Bully
grab.
with the grab, and he's still up. Out of bounds at
Some
about
extra
the
yards
3-4
there, and they're in
yard
the
line.
red zone here, looking to add on to this score here. Well, what seemed to be a close, hard-fought game is now starting
Slipping
to
away.
slip away here,
Possession by possession.
as Beacon Bikes is really looking like a strong team in this league.
As we see some of the officials pointing out Nick LePere on his phone during the game.
One thing you can't do there. I don't know who that guy is, but he needs to get off his phone.
Officiating the game, you can't be
Yeah.
you can't be texting
Yeah,
Anyone.
DW.
it's a jack.
Anyone.
It's a jackass move.
Wow.
Thank you. Oh, I know.
Oh, I know. Lining up in an I formation
They're gonna run.
with
Oh
the
no,
fake.
it's a play.
Lincoln
play action
reads
here.
it, and he throws into the
Gonna throw it
dirt.
away there.
Listen, he had Luke Mahan there.
Also, I mean, I feel like you also try a run play here. I mean, it doesn't seem like a bad move. I mean, it's not like they're
Not
expecting
at
it.
all.
Get upfield at least. So close to the goal line here.
This is where Basim Dika thrives.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We missed Dika on the field.
May God rest his soul.
Hall of Famer right there.
Yep.
So let's see what Barucci
Looks
and
like
Green
they might
have
blitz here.
up their sleeve
They
here.
are looking blitz.
Green has done phenomenal with the blitz so far today, rolling out and had some big plays.
I
with
don't
the blitz.
know why you would blitz here, but John Janos looks
Oh, it looks like a
aggressive.
fake
No
blitz.
blitz. Air ball to Gio Bully and just too much on it.
Too much on it there, trying to go for a fade.
Shane Green looking, for
looking
the
for a
pass interference.
Interference doesn't look like it here.
One thing to point out,
They're not gonna make the
Gio,
call.
a sophomore in high school,
He
Wow.
is.
playing with the big boys.
Playing with
is.
the big dogs. We've seen that before in this league.
And he's pulling his own.
He is. He's had some big
If
catches
not
today.
more.
See Brian Conklin eager to get that flag out.
Mm-hmm. So another shot at the end zone here for Beacon Bikes. Let's see what they.
Kyle Perucci
Right
coming
up
off
here.
the field after running up a play. Play looks set. Beacon Bikes with trips
flag
right,
is
and they
down.
get a false start call, it looks like. Looks like it's going to be a false start on Beacon Bikes. It's going to push them back 5.
And that's going to bring them back here. Not what Beacon Bikes would want there, but I'll tell you what, it's not the worst case scenario if they settle for a field goal.
Looking at the score right now, no, it's not.
There's the field goal, and
Field goes up and in, almost hits Jose Vasquez's car.
And that is one of the best kicks I've ever seen.
one of them.
Just a great field goal.
Great field
How
goal.
many kicks have you seen, Karen?
Too many to count.
Too many.
So adding on to the lead here, 34-7 in the third. It would seem to be a promising start for DeCandia at quarterback, kind of dwindling down here.
It definitely faded away quick.
I'll just text you along.
Pitch
Going
to
with the run
Vasquez
play
to the
here.
left. Vasquez quick cut. He's still up.
Trying to get upfield here. Nice
Vasquez
tackle
with
there.
about 70 yards from left to right, gaining about 5 on the
Jaya
play.
got it, man. A great game for him so far for
Great
Jaya.
flagpole right there.
Jaya, great on defense, great on offense so far. He's been a great threat for Beacon Bikes.
He has.
An unlikely threat, but he's done a great job so far.
Listen, I like the way he plays.
He does. He plays well. Kenny with the snap here.
Kenny looks calm.
the
Airs
middle.
it out. Up
And nice
not
defense
caught.
from Jaya again there.
Yeah, PBU.
Breaks it up. And Romanova just trying to get something going here. And in your opinion, Owen, do you think the Romanova gameplay right now, do you think it is because the absence of their coach, or do you think it's just they're just not their night?
Listen, it's going to be a mix of a lot of things, all right? It's week 1. Every team makes
That
the
is
playoffs.
right
There-
to Green
There's a
there.
pick. Pick Shane
Another
Green.
pick. Green might take this to
Matt
the house here.
Manzuelo taking his gloves off, not even making an attempt on the
Green's
play.
gonna get into the end zone.
As he gets a pick 6. Matt
It is
Manzuelo
a
gives up
touchdown.
on his team
Man,
in the third quarter.
As Corey says, call the game. I am trying to go home.
Corey
not a good sign
Wyrock.
here.
Listen, if you're new here, Wyrock is backwards for Corey. It's a bloodbath, ladies and gentlemen. 41-7 in the third quarter.
Wow, I mean, this is just embarrassing here.
And star player Matt Manzuelo has sat down and taken his gloves off.
You have to think about the mentality of this Romanova team.
yeah, I mean, they've given up here.
And we
Yeah.
have 3
I mean,
players
And you have forever jaw dropped.
I would even argue, I think they gave
Ready?
up
Keep
after
going.
the first half. I mean, 24-7, it still seemed like they were not.
24-7 is a doable
They
thing.
didn't seem like they were in this game, and obviously their gameplay is showing that here.
Listen, up until they stop this game, it looks like they're just going to have their tail between their legs.
And Thomas, do you think, at this point, do you think they hit the panic button here? Is Romanova, do fans have to hit the panic button for Romanova here?
I think
What do you
they're
think?
playing-
It's week 1.
It's week 1.
It's week 1. They
But
have
what-
a lot of
What
weapons.
positives do you take away besides Vasquez's gameplay? I mean, I'm not really sure what you take away here for Romanova.
Not much positives, but you can do more with negatives, all right?
Sure.
So there's stuff to work on. It's week 1. Every team makes the playoffs at the end of the day. That's the only thing that matters, playoffs. If they
Sure.
could straighten out the kinks and the knots by the time playoffs comes, I
And their
think they
coach
could
is
be
in
a
here.
weapon.
The coach is in here.
Yes. They're going to
I
have
think-
more time to play with each
I
other.
think they're only proceeding for practice right now.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to get the feel of their offense and their defense.
Which is smart.
And as another player comes off the field and finds his way towards the bench.
Yeah.
Do we know how much time's left in the third?
I haven't been getting updates. I don't know.
Short pass,
And Wyrock bobbles another
bobbles,
pass.
but it is caught for a small gain there.
Those are going to get dangerous.
Yeah, that gets dangerous here. And one thing about Beacon Bikes, man, they have had their foot on the neck the whole game. They haven't
have.
stopped at all.
No.
They could have been.
I don't
content
think they
here.
should. I don't think they
I don't
should.
think so
Everyone
either.
doubted them. Everyone told them that they were going to be the worst team in the league. I think they were ranked last on both Nick Kilmer's and Modica's list. And they're obviously proving that they're not in
Oh,
their
man.
weapons. With another pick from Gio Bully. Wow.
Man,
Wow. Something tells me Nick Kilmer is going to have a field day talking about this game.
not what you want to see here. You got to think, what is Coach Ryan McKeon thinking if he's watching at work? I mean, he's got to be
I
on
hope
his
he's
knees
not.
right now.
I hope he's not, because he's going to get fired.
Yeah, I mean,
He's dropping everything. He's tripping on his own feet.
yeah,
You have to think about the commitment here.
yeah.
What type of commitment does that show from McKeon? Not showing up. for
Not
his
much.
team?
Not much. Listen, he had this job before he signed up for the league. All right?
It's true. And Beacon
Typical
Bikes
from
here,
McCann, though.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know, but it just,
Kyle Perucci walking around with that Perucci smirk.
I mean, they have every single thing has gone their way today.
everything.
They are playing phenomenal here. Ferrucci is a...
What do you expect from Shane Green?
Yeah, I mean, Green, you know what you're going to get with him.
Johnny
So-
Lang with the rush. Wyrock missing the flag. Johnny Lang still on
might-
his feet. Tries to truck, not getting much out of it.
Good gain there from Lang.
Great gain from Johnny Lang.
I mean, I don't know if we've seen a blowout like this in a while here in the Beacon Flag Football League.
It's not pretty, ladies and gentlemen.
2 nights in a row as well.
Yeah.
Two.
This one even worse than last night here.
Kieran, I'd like to apologize for my run attempt. I'd like to apologize.
Do it again. I'm taking that do-rag off.
Oh, you took my glasses? But- Listen, 4 of the players are packing their things up for Romanova. 2 of them are on their phone. That's the stuff I noticed.
Yeah. Not a good sign here.
No.
One thing you can't control is the attitude, and the
Nope.
attitude is just not good right now.
Nope.
Passes up.
And it looks like another touchdown.
It's like that is in the end
Touchdown,
zone.
Gio
Another
Boley.
touchdown.
Shane Green
Shane
with
Green
the perfect
having
toss.
an absolute field
And-
day. I believe that is what? Shane Green's fourth touchdown?
Wow. John
Man.
Janos requesting to play quarterback. And I think they might have Wyrock coming in at quarterback. I'm not sure, though.
It looks like they're just going to try anything here.
I
Who's at
would.
quarterback?
That is a good question. Joey stays there.
Joe DeCanny looks like he's...
Corey in the backfield.
And Matt Manswell claims he's saving his time by sitting on the bench and probably playing Block Blaster.
That is one of the biggest wastes of time I've probably ever
Yeah,
heard of in this flag football league.
yeah.
So, I mean, you have.
And Wyrock is at quarterback
Wyrock
with a
is
bomb
gonna
that is a duck, and it's a pick. Wyrock is 0 for 1 with a pick, and it looks like Shane is going to try to take it back. Shane pump fakes off a pick.
And it looks like this game's over, ladies and gentlemen. Looks
Wow.
like players are walking off here.
Wow.
Venezuela has taken.
What
the
it
flag off.
freeze?
This game's over, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like they're going to call it.
We are working on the film. And did you get that touchdown? You did, 48.
And it looks like we're going to call it wraps here, folks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
looks
there's
like-
not going to be much more to record. Ladies and gentlemen, we are wrapping up this game.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you, and sorry we couldn't
One-sided
get a
matchup.
full game out of this.
One-sided matchup.
Here, you got the full booth to say,
Look,
to close it out.
48-7. Mike,
Yeah.
what do we think about that?
Listen, I mean, you know, we saw a lot of good things for Beacon Bikes today. One thing.
Who was extremely underdog.
100%. A lot of
Extremely.
question marks about Ferrucci at the coaching position. He obviously proved that he is a guy to be a force to be reckoned
Ferrucci is
with,
here.
for sure. Him and Shane Green are a dangerous combo. We saw that there. And one thing I saw about Green, too, he's using everyone on his team. Everyone ate today.
Everyone
ate.
touched the ball.
They were great on defense. They stopped a good offense in Romanova. And Romanova just, they look lost. I think if you're
Also,
Coach,
up
Coach
front-
McKean, you got to get this team together. You got to meet, and you got to figure out what they can
Yeah.
do differently here.
Up front on Beacon Bike's line, look, they're going up against arguably the best D tackle in the league, Lincoln Stewart. Did he get a sack?
I think Lincoln may have gotten one sack, maybe
He
one.
was quiet.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
quiet.
It just wasn't. And Hayden Bowman,
Hayden with a
incredible game for
standout
him.
game.
Guys that you don't really think are going to go off went off tonight. And
Yep.
if that happens for Beacon Bikes, they are a dangerous team
Yeah.
to beat in this league.
Listen,
So
I'm rooting for them.
yeah, just a quick recap: Beacon Bikes and Marcelo's with the wins this week. Costello's with the loss, and Romanov obviously with the big loss here.
And look, the two
as we
teams
go
that
on to
blew
week 2.
out other teams are facing each other next week. Marcelo's
Yeah, we got a
and
great
Beacon
matchup
Bikes.
next week. Everyone tune in. Great matchup next week as we roll on Beacon Flag Football.
Yeah. Wow. No,
good. We're
not
good.
much to say
Signing
after
off.
that one.
All right.
Everyone have a great night.